where I'm at is, a lot of us parents, we don't get this in our football journey, this kind of beautiful kind of zoomed out vision of what this is, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're just rocking up on a Saturday and there you are, and you kind of following the sort of vibe, which is, oh, will you pass the ball, what are you doing? And we're just sort of thrown into this journey without really getting this perspective that you're talking about, which I love. And I love the thought in it. You've seen it, you've been in it, you understand it, you've zoomed out, you've got it. Like it's so amazing. What would you say to those parents that are not seeing those kind of things in their children, like lifelong learners? Or I always say to Marcy, the kids not shaking hands at the end of the game and not really being team players, and how can we as parents, what do you think we can be doing to help with some of these kind of values that might not just be there around for us?
The biggest thing is role modeling. Role modeling is the biggest thing for me, and once you have kids, you understand parents are the biggest role models. It is not the coach, it's not me as the academy manager. The parents are the biggest role models, on their journey as a person. That's the first thing I would say. So that's why it's really, really important, and it will go wrong at times, but how then you kind of instill, we will all make mistakes. We're imperfect, but let's embrace that, being imperfect. But how can we learn from those mistakes, and make us better kind of together? And what I would say, and we have a big job to play in academy, because we need to educate right and center, That's why I think, I don't know, it wasn't the case as much, but, even in pre-academy, before the under-9 season, the parents get a series of events where, whole departments, whole age groups, kind of present what we're doing, what we're about, and the people. And even myself, speaking to under-8 parents, I am not selling the dream. I'm not selling them the 1% that might make it. I'm just telling them, make the right choices, on your journey. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because it's still just the 1% that makes it. But I'll tell you, this is the reality, and this is what we do, right, for it. So I'm right from the start, it's about perspective, reality, and just making sure everyone understand why we're doing the things and what is kind of our purpose here. And that is super important. But coming back to the role modeling, me being a dad, I've made horrendous mistakes, being on the sideline and say, listen, son, you need to go on that pitch, it's just the best thing in the world, to train with the team. He didn't want to go there, right? For me then to understand, it's not about me, it's not about me at all. I need to understand what he sees until he tells me, yeah, Dad, I asked him, how big is the hurdle? It's just a white line on the floor. He said, no, I'm seeing the Eiffel Tower in front of me. This is where then all of a sudden I after having 15 runs in a row, trying to put pressure on the boy to go on the session, we then, were at the same level, speaking about the pictures that he sees. And for me to understand, whoa, this must be tough. For me then to breathe, because, as I was talking about the philosophy and, having zoomed out, in this moment, I was zoomed in, trying to tell him what I think is good for him.
Me too, pair. In there, got a t-shirt.
It was so good for me, and it just helped me so much to understand it's not for everyone. Everyone finds their way, finds their time, and we need to come closer to the kids and make sure they get what they need. And an Eiffel Tower in front of him was, first of all, taught me that I have to relax and breathe and let him take his steps when he wants to take them.